Hi, this is Zak Mir with the US penny stocks for Monday, the 27th of July, and 9 stocks today. 8 of them repeats from recent days, which I don't think will ever happen again because it implies that there are stocks that have improved markedly from the last time we looked at them just a short while ago, and so you can see that let's say the charting has been working over the recent past. Starting off with Aphria, here you can see that we broke that line of resistance there from January around the $5 level, had a bit of a consolidation there and then broke out of that flag and are now currently heading towards the previously announced target at $6.50, something which could be seen over the next few days. Obviously, that ties in with the resistance area from the start of the year, so from $6.10 upwards is that particular area, and the upside valid at least while we hold above recent resistance around the $5.35 level, so end of day close above that should take us towards $6.50. Next stock is one that, as I said, I've looked at another one which is a recent repeat, let's say, ADDICTS, and here we've got not much charting furniture to look at, but you can see that we did break neckline resistance there around the $3.80 level, then established new support in recent days at and above that, and now moving higher. The rather ambitious target, given the trend channel that I've drawn there from June, is up to $9, and that's valid while we hold above $3.80. Ideally, we don't break back below that uptrend line there from earlier this month at $3.90. If you're cautious on the stock, maybe you wait for an end-of-day close through that last high there that we had at $4.40 or so, $4.45, just to be sure that we are on our way. But $9 is the big target there for ADDICTS if we can have a reasonable close for today. Leju, another repeat and another solid stock over recent days. Here you can see that we've got the shares. Basically, they gapped up beginning of last week and have got a sort of a U-shaped formation, which is normally one of the strongest ones around in charting. The view here is that at least while we hold above, or we have an end-of-day close above $4, which is recent neckline resistance, $3, that's recent neckline resistance, we should head towards $4.50 to retest the best levels of this month. Golden cross between the 50 and 200-day moving averages in the middle of the month, and obviously we had that break of that resistance line there at the beginning of June, but in play at the moment it's really the golden cross and that neckline break at $3 for Leju. MEIST is the next stock, and here we can see that it's been a beautiful move towards the top of that trend channel that I drew some days ago. Obviously they're saved here on the Trading View charting package. In fact, we hit the target we were looking for around 370, 380. End of day close above 370, and that resistance line there from August last year could open up a best case scenario target as high as $5.50, which is a line of resistance and the top of a wider trend channel from the beginning of last year, and that would be quite an amazing feat for the bulls if that was achieved. So an incredible move that we've had in that particular stock. Precious metals going through the roof at the moment, so perhaps not too surprising to see platinum group metals appear in this particular session as it did a few days ago. What's happened here is that we not only broke above the resistance there at 190, which we were looking to be held, we've actually gapped through the resistance line there at 220 from the beginning of the year. While there's no end-of-day close back below 220, we're looking for the top of that rising trend channel from the beginning of the year as high as $3.30. So a very well-behaved situation there. We're heading also into a golden cross between the 50 and 200-day moving averages. That tends to be the sweet spot in terms of the technical cycle, and with the 2 gaps higher that we've had so far in recent days, that point is well and truly backed up. Another recent repeat coming up, Riot Blockchain. And here the beauty of this situation is that we had a pretty good risk-reward really around the breakout level, around the 200-day moving average at 230. The stop loss there, I suppose, arguably some people might have been stopped out there with the 210, 205 to 210 support area, but it was mentioned that the 210 area would be or could be the stop loss zone. We've gapped up through this, well, above the 50-day moving average, currently at 235, and obviously in recent days we broke that June resistance line as well at 240. At this stage, while we're above the floor of the gap there around the 240 mark, we're looking for further gains, and they could be seen up towards $4, which is the top of that rising trend channel from way back in January. So looking pretty solid there as far as that particular situation is concerned. Next situation, again, and one we've seen just a few days ago, Sogou. Here, a massive move to the upside, and I'm very pleased with this one as well. Probably the best one of the day, actually, this one, given that we had a previous target there around $6.50 at the top of that rising November trend channel. We've gone on to power through that, just an amazing way. We're also now above the old resistance from the early part of last year, so call that $7. At least while we're above $7, still very much in bull mode, and looking for $10 there at that late 2018 resistance line projection. If you're trying to get a tighter stop, obviously an end of day close back below today's intraday support at 795 would probably be the nearest you could make it on that. But just an amazing chart there for Sogou. The last of the recent repeats, so the last of the 8 United Microelectronics, which I have to say I had a good feel about it. The company name sounds like it could be an important one in the future. Here we had the gap through resistance, and then another gap today higher as well. We were looking obviously for the old peak from the middle of 2018 to be cleared without too much of a hitch. That's been achieved, and the view at this stage is while we're up above the top of the latest gap at $3.65, looking for further gains towards the top of the rising 2018 price channel at $4.50. So some sprightly stuff there. And if you're tired of the repeats, we've got one new face today in the penny stocks, and it's VTV Therapeutics. Here you can see that we've got a sort of classic trend line break there, and a break of the 50-day moving average, 50-day line there at around the $2.60 level, last resistance at 268, and that resistance line broken at 270, let's say. End of day close above 270, we should be looking for at least a retest of the May resistance around $3.30. Best case scenario target 450 plus at the top of the overall trend channel there from 2019, early 2019. It's probably the best place for the stop loss at this stage, back below 260 and the 50-day moving average. That's it for me today. More updates tomorrow.